Happy Thanksgiving, everyone out there. Hope you guys are enjoying it. You know what Thanksgiving means? So many options. So many crabs. It's crab turkey time. All right, well, we made it out. Got our turkey here. I left it out last night to try to defrost it because it was frozen when I got it. But I think it was so cold last night, I think it might have frozen even more. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Actually, let's dunk it in the water real quick. So you follow the channel. This is my second crabbing attempt of the season. If you want to check out the last one, it was a few videos back. I went out on opening day and it was a little bit of a tough crabbing day for me. I got a few to take home, but it was definitely tough sledding. I had to really work for those couple. And I did much better in deeper water than I did in the shallower water on that particular day. So because of that, I'm gonna try to fish more deeper water again today. So I put a little more rope on my lines. I'm gonna go a little deeper. This is gonna be actually my shallowest that I'm about to drop here. And then I'm gonna work my way out deeper. I'm gonna spread them out big time today just to cover a lot of water, kind of gauge where these crabs are at and try and find them today. And last time I got a late start. Wasn't able to get up early with the rest of the folks. And I think it kind of cost me. I probably would have got a lot more crab had I got up early like I intended to. So that was the plan today. And I did that, got ready to go on my way out here. And then I realized halfway here that I forgot all of my cameras. And then now I'm back out here again with a late start. Not as late as last time, so that's good, but definitely later than I wanted to come out. So anyways, a little bit of a time crunch. Got this frozen turkey here that I'm working through. I'm not sure how this is gonna be tough to work with at this point, but hopefully it defrosts quickly. Start chiseling away with this knife. Kayakers are yelling at us over here. I feel like they must have seen some kind of shark or something. So I'm gonna go hang out with them. Usually when you see a shark, if there's multiple kayaks, it's good to group up together just to make yourself look a little more, you know, a little bigger, maybe a little more intimidating. And it's also just to stick together anyway. So let's go see what's going on. You guys
do alcohol. I mean, Adam, we need help, bro. He's good now. You're the man. What should we do right now, bro?
What's the problem?
He's on now. How do you feel?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh, did he slip?
Yeah. We just got him in.
Oh, I didn't.
My radio don't work. I'm going in. I had 5 poles and didn't get one. There's a bunch of rocks. I'm just going in. After this, I'm kind of shaking now.
Yeah. Well, I can help pull your traps.
Yeah, I can pull the traps.
What do your buoys look like?
They got the flags.
They got flags on it.
Oh, okay, that's
Flags?
easy. Yeah, that's easy. And,
Okay.
And how many do you have?
Three.
Okay, I can get them and pull them in for
pick
you.
up your other little stuff that's floating around.
Is this one right here?
Man, we using turkey, huh? I ain't getting nothing, dude. I'm bummed.
I didn't even drop yet. So
Really? Are you gonna go
I
deep?
was gonna head out a little deeper, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing around here.
Okay. So, anyway, I'll help get the traps.
Yeah, I'll bring it. Then I'll bring them in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll meet you guys in the.
You gonna go in?
Well, I'll head back out, but I'll bring the traps and bring them in.
Okay.
But I guess these three right here are his, right? The three with the flags.
Yeah.
It's waterlogged. So not a shark. The kayaker flipped and he's getting some help in. We're gonna help gather up his stuff here. Alright. Picking up all this stuff that's kind of littered around here. I'm gonna help him pick up his stuff, whatever I can find. And then pick up his traps and help him bring him in, because another kayaker is escorting him basically back to shore. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, he's gonna be okay, but he's definitely gonna be cold here pretty soon. So best to get in, get his traps for him. There's a couple of rock crabs. Now with these traps, these 3 traps, my kayak's gonna be super weighted down, but this kayak's pretty stable. It should be able to handle it. Well, at the very least, I'm at least getting to experience some traps, even though they're not mine. Oh, look at that. dungees in there. This one might be a keeper. Let's see. It's a male. I think it's small. Well, keeper. Alright, well, we'll send him back with a crab at least. One bright side is this turkey's now getting a little more time to defrost. I was trying to chisel away at it and wasn't getting very far very fast, but at least now we'll be able to let it defrost a little bit. So anyways, we'll head in, drop off all the stuff, and then go back out and start doing some fishing. Crap. Cold? Good news, you had one keeper in there.
You're kidding me.
Right on, brother. That's so
At
cool.
least have crab for dinner. He said he was trying to reach back and get some stuff out of the back of his kayak, and he doesn't have the most stable of kayaks, I'll just say. And yeah, I guess he flipped while he was trying to do that. So unfortunate for him, but luckily he got all his traps, and I think I got most of his gear that went overboard, and delivered it all back to him. Just cleaned up now. He seems like he'll be fine, but he's definitely be cold for a little while. Definitely gonna want to get home and get a warm shower after that. So anyways, after all that's said and done, we still got the turkey. I'm starting to carve it up. I got some of it apart here. We can now officially go start our crabbing. All right. All right, first one is gonna be my most shallow pot. And I'm gonna put a couple of turkey breasts in there. We're gonna compare the different cuts. So this one's gonna be turkey breast. And you know what, we'll put a wing in there also. Nope, that's a thigh. Wing. Alright, let's drop this one in. 11:30, finally dropping. Alright. So like I said, that's going to be my most shallow pot. And the next ones I'm going to drop out deeper. So let's head out there. Just a little bit deeper water. We're going to spread them out pretty substantially today, just to cover a little more water, do some exploring. Alright, next one, going down. Oh, forgot to mention that was turkey legs. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. All right, number 3. This was chicken thigh, or turkey thighs. All right, here's the last one, and this is the one that I have a bag for. So this is the one that's gonna get all the miscellaneous items. Let's see here, we got a wing. Got the neck, and then we got basically the carcass, which also has all of the giblets, the liver, the heart, and all that good stuff. All right, all our pots are in. Now we're gonna do some fishing. Just like last time, I brought a fishing rod, and I'm gonna try to get 2 keeper lings today. I want to get a double limit, ling and crab, if I can, because today, a lot of you can tell already, but the weather is super nice today. I want to capitalize on this and hopefully bang out some fish and some crab. So while there's soaking, we're gonna let them marinate for a little bit. We're gonna head over to some reefs, drift around, maybe get some live bait, and then hopefully bag us a nice lingcod or 2. Really quickly, just another note I thought of. Always important to practice kayak safety, and one of the things that I don't think enough people talk about is practicing re-entry. So in the off chance that you do flip your kayak, you don't want that to be the first time that you ever tried getting back in your kayak from the water. And so for that reason, it's super important to practice it beforehand. Probably swimming pool, I guess, would be the best bet, because then in the worst case scenario, you can just swim to the edge. And I guess maybe if you don't have a swimming pool, you could always go to your local lake and practice it with other people around, so they can help you if you need it. But anyway, super important for kayak safety. In the off chance that you do fall in, you need to be able to get back into your kayak. because the longer you wait in the water, the colder your core body temperature gets, and just the harder it gets to function. So anyway, super important. Another thing I thought of, just thinking of this morning. Luckily for him, there was a lot of kayakers out here, so they were able to help him out and get him back to shore, and he'll be just fine. But just always important, kayak safety #1. So anyways, with that being said, let's do some fishing. One hook through the nose, one in the back, just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, drop it down. We're gonna drift around these reefs right here. I'm gonna work some areas that are also a little bit sandy, so there's potential, you know, if we're lucky, it's super late season. I don't know if there's gonna be any halibut in here, but if we're lucky, maybe we'll stumble upon a late season halibut, but the main target is lings. Yep, here's a fish. Yep, that's a fish. Can't tell if it's a ling or... I think it's a ling. Not totally sure though. Yeah, it's a ling. Got him. There's one in the boat. Oh, this guy just puked up like 3 little fish, and I forgot I wasn't recording, but anyways, I just let him go. One was still alive. So he's been eaten, and he's been eaten relatively recently. And that is a 24-inch ling. Maybe 24 and a half. Yeah, nice blue lingcod. Been a while since I caught a blue one, but if you're not familiar with these fish, they, for whatever reason, maybe I'd say like 30% of them have this weird blue coloring. And even the flesh on the inside, when you fillet it open, also has this kind of like teal green coloration to it. But then once you cook it, it just turns back to the regular old fish color. That's a nice one right there. 24, 25 incher. #1. Let's go back down and see if we can get #2. All right. A whole bunch of birds diving out there. If it was salmon season, I'd say there's probably salmon out there, but not salmon season anymore. Oh, I think that was a bite. Yep, bite. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's a bigger one. That one's pulling some drag. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Oh man. Really good fish. This is definitely the biggest ling I've caught in a while. Well, that's not saying much. I haven't caught many. I haven't done too much lingcod fishing this season yet. Kind of want to do a little bit more, but I think this is probably one of the bigger ones I've hooked into this year. Getting close. Just letting the rod do the work. Keep that bend in the rod. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yeah, there we go. 30 inches or so on the stringer. Locked it in. So I know some days it's nice to get out here, tough it out, but it's tough to beat days like this. Look at how nice this weather is. Obviously, as you saw, the fish are biting as well. But yeah, just drifting over, you know, trying for halibut, even though I think it's probably a long shot. But yeah, our crab pots are up there somewhere. So we'll be up there shortly to go check for some crab. Okay, we gave it a little bit of shot for halibut, but as I suspected, I don't think there's gonna be any halibut out here. Still not out of the question. It's definitely possible, but it's gonna be few and far between, to say the least. So, time has come. Let's go try and get some crab. If you ever crabbed from a kayak, it's just super hectic. There's so much gear, all those nets or cages, whatever you're using, the buoys, the ropes, the bait cages, just everything adds up. So you want to be pretty well organized, and try my best out here. So anyways, let's get to our first net here and pick them up. Here goes nothing. So typically the first net is going to be a strong indicator of how the day as a whole is going to go. We'll see here. I'm hoping it's really heavy. Definitely some weight here. So I dropped them out in order from shallowest to deepest. Now I'm picking them up in reverse order. Deepest first. Oh, look at those big crabs. Oh, that's what we're looking for right there. Look at that. That's a big one. Don't even really need to measure these, but we will anyways, just for the fun of it. Because this one's the deepest, it might be doing the best out of all of them. I don't know. We'll find out. And I think there was at least 3. I'm gonna have to measure 1, maybe 4 keepers in this one. So, you know, if I wanted to ensure that I was gonna get a limit, I'd drop this back down and get it back to fishing. But I think I'm gonna get enough crab just on this first run, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and kind of pack them up. And this is one of my favorite parts with the turkey crabbing. This kind of tradition that I have is, now that I caught some crab, whatever's left out there is gonna have their own Thanksgiving turkey for dinner. Look at these, got some really nice ones. Look at these healthy males, all of the legs. So just as a demonstration, I'll show you, this is obviously a keeper, but just as a demonstration, there's 2 kind of spines that stick out. They're the widest on the back of the carapace there, which is that big shell. And the way to properly measure these guys, you take the body and stick that gauge, is a crab gauge by the way, 5 3/4 inches across. That's how big they have to be in California in order to be keepers. And you stick that one end under one spine on that side, and then drop it across the other side. This one is probably about 6.5 inches. It's bigger than this gauge even measures to. But yeah, that's a nice keeper Dungeness. All the legs, both claws, plenty of meat in the body. There's a reason why these are so expensive in the store, because they're so delicious. But yeah, that's a great crab. Honestly, if you get all 10 like this, man, you'd have a good day. We'll start dropping them in. So there's 1, 2. I don't really need to measure this one, but I'll just do it anyways. Yep, that one's even bigger than the last one. 7, probably 6 3/4 about. Also got all the legs. Another one, big keeper. So I'm just measuring them just because I like measuring big crab. Yeah, 6.5. 3, and then this is the smallest one. Let's see if this one measures up. I'm not sure about this one. Oh yeah, keeper. Hey, easy keeper. Just under 6 inches. That's keeper. So eventually, you know, if we get more than 10 keepers, I'll probably throw this one back. But for now, 4 keepers, first pot. That's a good sign. Yeah. So just to make it easier for cleanup, I keep everything modular, and I actually did a video on my Patreon. If you guys are interested, I leave a link to the Patreon and all my videos. But yeah, I try to do 1 video per month, kind of like a how-to or tips and tricks type of thing on the Patreon. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, I keep this all modular. So the hoop net separates from the rope, separates from the buoys. Super easy. That way it's a lot easier to keep everything organized out here on the kayak. So yeah, I'll clean this one up really quick, and then we'll move on to pot number 2. So as I go here, these pots are actually be soaking longer and longer because I actually dropped the ones that I dropped first, I'm now picking up last. But I'm also moving from deeper to shallower. So my feeling is that the deeper pots are gonna fish better than the ones in shallow. But I don't really know for sure. But who knows? We're pulling up on the second one here. And there's only one way to find out, and that's to pull it up. One nice thing is I didn't have any small ones in that last net, so seems like a good number of keepers out here. All right. Yeah, it's definitely heavier than the first time I did this earlier this year, which is a good thing. My arm workout today. Not only am I pulling them up from deeper, there's also more weight in there. Dang, this one's really heavy. Okay. Looks like 2 more, maybe 2 or 3 more keepers, looks like. That's a little guy, little male. His shell looks all messed up. He looks like, I don't know, something might be wrong with this one, but anyways, that one's too small, obviously. So that one's a keeper. Unfortunately, this one's missing both of the claws, but that's probably the biggest one out of all the crab we've caught so far. That's another nice keeper. And this one, I'm not sure about this one. This one's gonna be close. It looks, I think it's too small, but we'll check it out. All right, so let's measure these guys. I mean, obviously keeper, yeah, 6 1/4. Into the tank he goes. This big guy, I mean, one nice thing is it'll be easy to handle. Don't even worry about any claws to bite me, but dang, that's a big one. 6, almost 7 inches. Wish he had the claws, but well. So that's 2 plus, so that's 6 so far total. Yeah, not quite. Maybe later in the season. All right, so 2 keepers in that one, plus the 4 in the first one, so we're at 6 so far. The limit is 10. So we'll see. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it to the limit, but we're gonna try. We'll see. We still got two hoops left, so definitely a possibility. Stretch out the arms. I don't know what muscle. I think this is tricep muscle, maybe. I don't really know. Whatever it is, we're working them out today. Looking for a few more keepers. All right, let's give it a try. See, when you're pulling them up, you don't want to drop it while you're pulling it because there's no lid on that net. So try to pull it up as quickly as possible so that they don't fall out. Just bring them up like that. Looking good. Looks like those crab like the drumsticks. All right, happy Thanksgiving to all the crab that are left out there. Drumstick for you, and a drumstick for you. I already know these are keepers. Honestly, this, yeah, I think that's the biggest one. Definitely the biggest one with all the claws. Yeah, him and Mr. No Claw. This one has all his claws. That's 7. Easy, easy keeper. 8. Yep, easy. 9. That's 9 total keepers. So I have 1 hoop net left, and honestly, this is the most shallow. I had the least amount of confidence in this one, but I only need 1 more keeper to make it a limit. So we'll see. Oh, feels got some weight in there. Definitely something in there. Hopefully at least one of them is a keeper. I got a feeling that oh, a load of rock crabs. Well, I don't think there's a keeper in here. Rock crab. Rock crab. Look at this guy. Dude, that's a Dungy female. got all those eggs in there, so hopefully that one lays a bunch of eggs for next generation of crab. All right, well, this is the biggest one in that pot. I don't think it's a keeper, but let's measure anyways, just to make sure. Yeah, not quite a keeper. So I'm gonna finish with 9 Dungeness crab. You know what, I'm gonna count that one that I caught for the other guy earlier this morning. I'll count that as my 10th one. So double limits, Lingcod and Dungeness crab. Really successful day out here on the Cod. I'm actually glad that I finished relatively early because the wind is starting to pick up a little bit now. So good time to get off the water. So I think this is the 3rd or 4th time that I've done this now. It's kind of a tradition of mine to celebrate Thanksgiving by not only catching a few crab, but also feeding them the leftover turkey scraps after we're done. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen the previous ones, I'll leave a link in the description to the last one. The last one was insane, like just the amount of crab that I caught. I don't know why, but yeah, you'll just have to check it out if you haven't seen it. I'll leave it linked in the description. But anyways, successful day. Thank you guys for watching. One thing about crab fishing is it's a lot of work beforehand, a lot of work during, and a lot of work after the cleanup and setup and all that stuff. So gotta go get home, I'll boil up all my crab, put away all my crab gear, clean everything up, and then get some rest. But anyways, happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. But yeah, I'm thankful for all of you guys who continue to support me just by watching the videos, and yeah, really appreciative of all you guys. So appreciate you guys' support. Thankful for you guys, especially on today being Thanksgiving. So anyways, hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later.